Hey everybody, I'm going to show you a feature today that you can use with your students for presentations. This is going to show you how students can upload files to their Flipgrid responses in addition to communicating vocally. And so how you'll do this is whenever you're invited to a Flipgrid topic, or when the students are invited, there always will be the option to record a response. And so when you get to this spot, usually you're seeing where you would start to record, where you'd start to present your information. This section here of effects gives you then more opportunities. And so these deal with just editing the screen themselves. This section for photo prompts you to then upload a file. The file having to be either a PNG or in JPEG format. And so I'm going to show you how you can do that. A super easy way to do this is to go on Google Slides. And so anytime you make a Google Slides presentation, you can turn the file into a photo file. When you go here to File menu, Download, it gives you the options then right here of JPEG or PNG. And so I'm going to select PNG. And it immediately downloads here. Then I'll go back to Flipgrid. When you click on this, it'll pull up to where you can then upload files. And so I know that I downloaded mine, and so I'm going to select my most recent download. Now, there's a couple of things. You can move the image around, like say I wanted to narrate it and have the image here. Or if I want to have the entire thing taking up my whole screen, I can do that as well. But it allows the students to take work that they have constructively designed to then use in tandem with their vocal presentations. And so then you can press record. Okay, so these are my truths and a lie from Miss Rossi. So my first one is I've had floor seats in my life to 2 concerts. Second, I was a national champion cross country and track and field runner in high school. And last, Asia is my favorite continent I have been to. Okay, the next step involves reviewing if necessary. And then the selfie part, which is just what displays on the board with all the responses. And so it can be fun. And then you can get rid of this. Like if you want to minimize it so that it's out of the screen, you can keep it there, figuring out what part will go in. But the students really like using the features here. There's frames that you could use. For example, this to frame my face. There is emojis that you can use. And I like to use the accessories. Those are sometimes fun to use, especially these heart sunglasses, kind of like my go-to. And you can put them here and put them on anywhere. There's a bunch of effects. You can draw, you can write text, there's filters. So this kind of just adds a little piece of engagement for the students and clearly the teachers as well. Okay, and then I'll take my picture. And then this is the selfie that will pop up on the main page. And then depending on the prompt that you have for your students, they can display their names as need be, as well as provide a title as well. All right. And so when the responses start to populate, they will all start being held in this section here. There's a lot of really cool things you can do. So once that you're in someone's comment, you can comment yourself to somebody. So for example, I could write, I think your concert story is the lie. Say I wanted to respond verbally. I could do that too, where I can record a response here. For example, I think your travel story of going to Asia is the lie. And then the selfie can happen again with the comments. So just for time's sake, I'll make it quick. Oh, it's fun getting stuck on the camera, right? There's my selfie. And then there's multiple ways. So I've commented verbally and with written text as well. So it's up to you the way that you prompt your students to respond to one another. But it does give them some flexibility to increase their participation. Okay. Other things that you can do, like if you ever need to edit the response, adding to Mixtape is something we're going to look at after this, but there's actions, whether you want to download it, things that you want to do with this video in particular are an action. Sharing is super easy. When you click share, you can either provide a shareable link or it can go directly into Google Classroom, like we saw earlier. Now, when you're back on your dashboard of the discussion, say, for example, there's some students who are having issues getting into Flipgrid, because this can happen. Sometimes they don't have the software on their devices to use it. You can print a QR code. So you could share a QR code file, say in an assignment on Google Classroom, and have students do the videos in this way as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of ways to utilize this. And so we're going to do this today with the game of Two Truths and a Lie. So you can have practice as well as then you have the confidence to then help your students navigate this method as well.